This Chicago, nigga. Making money ain't nothing to talk about. Keep my mind on them stacks, cause that green give you cloud. If it's bread making, baby, I'ma always throw that down. I done put my work in the streets, rapping shot on these beats. A lazy man gon' stop, but Atlanta always gon'
King Kong ain't got shit on me.
I'm crushing your crew from Chi-Town, Memphis, Tennessee, and all to the blue. I'm so fresh and so new, got a hot album too. I came out of nowhere and I'm taking all of these suckers juice. I keep my promo on them poles, keep that powder out my nose. I'm staying focused, man, with 1 million copies sold. Say my name. What's my name? Say my name. Stayed on my green. I ain't never gonna let nobody talk me out of rolling with my team. Y'all know what I mean. It's money hungry fiends. They think they can outsmart you by selling you a dream, but I stay grinding cause I'm bread making, homie. And they
King Kong ain't got
they really don't know me. You got that paper, show me. My mama didn't name me Toby. These suckers want slaves, but I'm shaking them like Kobe. It's real in the field. I'm on the mill. I'm not hollow point tip, pointing at you ready to kill. These suckers better chill, but I ask brother Will. The king is in the building, so you haters take a kneel. Say my name. What's my name? Say my name.
Yo, 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 yo. Get in here, get in here, get in here. Yeah, to my people in the back, come on in. To my people in the front, come on in. To my people everywhere, come on in. Because we gonna have some fun up in here. Yeah, tonight. They got to get my baby out their mouth. They got to get my baby out their mouth. They got to get my baby out the mouth. Out their mouth. I didn't bother you when you was on the phone, but when I get online, you calling me.
Is everything okay?
Everything is all right. Listen, you got to get me out. Listen, my wife even hear me. I am hot. Why they got to, Caitlin had a good game. Why they gotta be putting Angel in their mouth, check? Why they gotta put Angel Reese in their mouth? Why they just can't leave Angel alone? You know what I'm saying? Listen, the RG3 ranks Caitlin Clark as the #1 WNBA MVP. Well, RG3, we knew you was in the back and you want to be relevant. RG3, we know that you don't respect black women. RG3, you've been quiet the whole damn year. You know that girl ain't been doing nothing the whole damn year until this late push that y'all want to try to push her in front to make her MVP. No, that ain't gonna work because Asia Wilson been cooking her ass the whole time and she ain't gonna be able to catch up. There's no way she can catch up in points, rebounds, defensive tries. You done saw her already get cooked and burnt and then, of course, put belt on national TV, RG3. You done seen her get put on TV, RG3, locked down by the GOAT. The GOAT, the big GOAT. But tonight I'm going to talk about the big dog. I know y'all, you know what I'm saying, was with me, waiting for me to come for the 10 o'clock show. I'm a little bit 9:30, you know what I'm saying? I'm a little bit behind because, of course, I had to wait for the internet to catch up or whatever was going on with these phones, these systems, or whatever happening. You know what I'm saying? So welcome to the Gingerbread Man Show. This is Steady Servn Sports ENT, an extension of Simply Ball Dropping Podcast with my main man, K-Sap. Shout out to the Full Court Trio. Shout out to the Players Club. Shout out to Cut That Ish. Shout out to Court Vision. So Pretty Tony. Brooklyn's the 80s baby. And my baby, Bopper the Doo-Bop, the Bam sister, ADP Creations. This is what it's all about. Hey, man, look. The Simply Ball Dropping Network is what it is, baby. This is what it is. I'ma just keep it clean with y'all. I'ma let y'all understand what is going on right now. See, they making a push. They making a push to try to get this girl over Angel Wilson, but it ain't gonna work. It's not gonna work. It ain't gonna work because God is favored. You understand? The God is favored. But they gotta have all over the Twitter because of the win tonight over Paige Beckers. You know what I'm saying? Because you know we already saw that Candace Parker said Paige Beckers, but now you know what I'm saying they putting Caitlin Clark, Asia. This gotta be the dumbest guy I've ever seen. RG3 has to be the most ignorant black man outside of Jason Whitlock. Because it's a whole lot of ignorant ass black men that don't like their mama. I'm just being honest with you. I will go down and see what RG3 mama did to him. You know what I mean? I want to do investigations on the women that was in these black men's lives that makes them turn against their own. Why do they hate their own so much? You know what I'm saying? Why? You know what I'm saying? I'm able to be who I am and coming through the hood, coming from the hood, and you know, moving from the streets to the suburbs. And I'm grateful. I'm so grateful of what the neighborhood brought me. I'm so grateful of what I came through, what I made it through, what life has taught me in the midst of this. What is it that I learned from this? What is it that me personally, as a black man in America, understand that I'm cognate of knowing the reality of today? I want cream, no cream in my coffee. I want my coffee black. Serve it to me black so I can stay woke. You serve it to me with some milk in it, I might go to sleep. But I don't want no coffee that got cream in it. I want the coffee that is straight up powerful, dark, and lovely. You got what I'm saying? That's just what it is. I'm just telling y'all straight up on how I view things, the way I see it, and the way it's going to be always on this channel. So I want to get into something, man. And I'm going to let y'all know. I know y'all seen the thumbnail. And then, not let alone her trying to put RG3 trying to go into the conversation because, you know what I mean? He ain't getting paid for that. He just doing that. RG3 just want to be relevant in the conversation. He wants some more ninjas to call him out of the name and being the bootlicker that he is. But, you know, we listen, we know what his MO is. So I want to say hello to T. Camilla, my boy Dennis Foster. I see you up in here. Mr. 6688, what's going on? Skull Brian Nation is in the building. Steph, I see you. You gonna love this. Hey, y'all, you gonna love this conversation that I got. Say, I'm looking forward to watch Fever versus the Dream on Sunday. Me too, Andy. What's up, Andy? I know you love Caitlin Clark. I'm not here to bash Caitlin Clark. I'm here to defend Angel Reese. I'm here to defend also Asia Wilson, because I can't take it on Twitter no more. I tried to keep to myself tonight. Friday night, just got paid, party hunting, feeling right. I can't even do that type of stuff, Andy, because guess what? You know what I mean? You are just a, you know what I mean? You're a respectable man. You've been coming to the show. I know that you're a Caitlin Clark fan, and I know and I respect you for loving your player. You got what I'm saying? But your people, your friends, they out of pocket having things. I'm gonna show everybody and I'm gonna show you exactly what it is, and I can't go for it. I can't stand by and let it happen. Continuously disrespect Angel Reese. Why do y'all have Angel Reese in your mouth when F. Caitlin Clark is doing so good? Just watch, leave her alone. Why they got to have her all over Twitter talking about Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark over Angel and over Asia Wilson, and Angel Reese can't impact games like this, and they got a new video showing the game with Connecticut. Angel, I knew they was gonna clip it and I knew they was gonna show it, but I knew they was gonna do it. But I mean, it's a little suspect crazy at this point. It's a little suspect. These people are kind of Lulu. You know what I mean? They very Lulu, and a lot of them are delusional, and they just want what they want. And I understand. I get it. I get it. You know, you want what you want. You want to, you know what I'm saying? You want to push your player. You know what I'm saying? And then these black men. Boy, I know your mama didn't hold you. I know your mama didn't give you no love. I just know it. I'm just saying. I know your mama didn't put you in the cradle. I know she probably left you and went on out of the projects or something. Something didn't happen. You got what I'm saying? Something just ain't normal about this. Because when you talk about impact, when you talk about a player's impact, when you talk about a player's force, when you talk about a player with two-way action, when you talk about a player that got motion, all around motion, you talking about Angel Reese. What are you talking about? What are you finding things about? What are you talking about? What are you looking at? What are you looking at? What are you seeing? What ain't you seeing? I ain't seeing, listen, I ain't seeing no Caitlin Clark do that. Hell no. I ain't seen it. If I just seen it one time, I can say, okay, I know she fought. But can't see it not once. Look at it. This is BG 6'8". This 6'8". Give me this goddamn ball. Come on, man. Are you serious? Are y'all got some words in your mouth? Y'all got some words about my baby bopper the boot in your mouth? You got the nerve and the audacity to say something about her? To put on Twitter, Caitlin Clark is the most impactful player? No. Angel Reese defends, rebounds, scores, and impacts the game. That's what we talking about right now. This is what we on. So, welcome, y'all. Come in, hit the like button, and just, you know, put your seatbelts on. Put your seatbelts on. Today, we're gonna step directly into one of the loudest debates in women's basketball. I already know the comment section is gonna now move real crazy. I know people will hear the names Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark and choose a side before hear the argument, even come to terms of what I'm saying. I know people will hear the names Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark and say, this man is a hater. But on this show, we're not just judging basketball through fan clubs, popularity contests, shoe commercials, and social media algorithms. We are talking about the game. And my position is simple. Angel Reese is a better all-around basketball player, and her impact reaches more areas of the game. Now, before anybody twists my words, let me make something clear. Caitlin Clark is an outstanding offensive player. She is a gifted passer and a dangerous scorer and one of the most influential offensive guards in the game. Her shooting range bends a defense. Her vision creates opportunities. Her presence has brought enormous attention to women's basketball. I'm not taking anything away from Caitlin Clark, but basketball has two ends of the floor. When I say all-around player, I'm talking about a scoring, a passer, a rebounder, a defender, switching, helping, recovering, creating extra possessions, ending the opponent's possession, playing through contact, bringing physicality, influencing the game when the shot is not falling. The last part matters. What can you do when your shot is not falling? Angel Reese can shoot 3 for 13, still give you 15 rebounds, 3 steals, and 4 blocks. She can still help dominate the game defensively. She can still change who gets the basketball. She can still force the opponent to deal with her strengths and her activity and her consistent motor. The impact. So tonight, we are about to break it all down, way down to the compound, to the gritty ground right now. What's up, Brian Lewis? We about to get to it because I'm sick and tired of these mouths moving and not really saying nothing. You got what I'm saying? So we will discuss the numbers, but we also going beyond the box score. We will explain why the rebounding is defense and why offensive boards are playmaking, why versatility matters, why Caitlin Clark can be targeted, and why Angel Reese value does not disappear when she is not holding the basketball. If you are ready to be honest with basketball conversations, hit the like button, subscribe to this channel, and share this show right now with others that's not watching right now. Do me a favor because get them all in. Go to your Twitter X and your Instagram because this is a real conversation that Brother Claude is going to have. The gingerbread man is in the building. Put your answers in whatever I'm saying. Comment with each other. I'm not going to look at y'all unless you give me a super chat sticker. I have to acknowledge it because this is a straight up show that I'm going to break down real. You know what I mean? That's essential information about Angel Reese court-wise, which we already see. But I'm going to break it down for the record because I got a microphone and I got a voice in my show. Is about to hit 5,000 subscribers. So all of the people who tune in, they got to see this on the record. Who is the better all-around player? Angel Reese or Caitlin Clark? And then if your argument is there, you tell me. But let's get it on. My sleeves about to be all the way up to my shoulders. Define and listen. First thing is first. We have to do this and define the words because people mix up 4 different conversations. The first conversation is who is better scorer. The second conversation is who is the better offensive player. The third conversation is who is the bigger celebrity or business attraction. The fourth conversation that they come, who is a better all-around player? Those are not the same questions. If we're discussing offensive creation, Caitlin Clark has the edge because she continues to control the ball coming from the court almost all of the time. Through August the 14th, 2026, Clark is averaging 21.7 points and 8.2 assists. Angel Reese is averaging 15.6 points and 2.4 assists. But that's assists. Clark is asked to initiate Indiana's offense, stretch the defense, and create shots for her teammates. Her offense responsibility is greater. But when we widen the lens up and make it really, really big, Angel begins closing the gap. In some places, of overwhelming talent than others. Angel is averaging 12 rebounds compared to Clark's 3.9. Angel is averaging 1.7 steals, almost 2 steals a game, compared with Caitlin Clark's 1. Angel Reese has the advantage in blocks, defensive versatility, physicality, and possession creations on the glass. She also turns the ball over less frequently, 3.2 per game compared to Clark's 5 turnover average. Although Clark is a got a high-risk passing role, explains the part of the difference that she takes more risks in throwing the ball away. But isn't this conversation about who controls and who impacts? This is important in context. This has to be factual. I am not here to manipulate any fact that I'm bringing to the table right now. I would not manipulate one factual thing about Angel Reese, not one factual thing about Caitlin Clark. You would not see me on this show go crazy or glaze to the part or the point that I have to bring a lie like they do on Twitter X about Caitlin Clark. Me here, standing on my business, because I'm going to stand on my business on Steady Servn Sports ENT. This is the argument. Is not that Angel does everything better. She does not do everything better. The argument is Angel does more different things at a high level, especially the jobs that are physical, defense, and frequently overlooked rebounds. Think about all of this, and like if someone says Caitlin is the engine of the offense and Angel is the front court force who can help connect the offense to defense. The organizers, the attack, the ball handling, the others say the influence is the possession before the pass, after the shot, during the switch, and in the fight for the rebound. Those are all influential possessions. Who can control every single section of the game? Is it just shooting and passing? No, it's shooting, it's passing, it's rebounding, create another possession, rebounding for itself, giving itself a second chance shot, also giving the offense and whoever else next to shoot another liable chance to also shoot another shot. And then, of course, the rebounding. The rebounding stops the offense on the other side from scoring. This is something that Caitlin Clark does not possess. This is something that CC does not possess. As you already heard me before, I kept it in context. I kept it and said that Caitlin Clark has the edge on offense. 21.7 points and 8.2 assists. Angel Reese averaged 15.6 points and 2.4 assists. Caitlin Clark is leading her in those two categories. But when you come to rebounding comparing impact, block shots, defensive steals, all of those other regiments matter. It matters because I have to make you understand that you are not telling the truth. You aren't telling the real truth. We know that Caitlin Clark is a cone on defense. We know that. Trying to you can't even hide it anymore on a factual level. You just cannot be intelligent to understand, to think that Caitlin Clark can play defense. You cannot be a rational human being who's going to have a legitimate conversation with me to tell me that Caitlin Clark plays good defense. Good where? Defense on the new game, the 2 game that she got that's played? I don't think so. Because her plus minus is awful. Probably one of the third worst plus minuses in the whole WNBA. Now, think about this. Caitlin engine is the offense. When people say Caitlin Clark had 25 and 10, so the conversation is over far as they're concerned. They treat points and assists as an entire sport. They are ignoring, they are being ignorant, and they are ignoring the opponent's scoring on the other end. They are being ignorant and ignoring second chance points. They are being ignorant and ignoring who closes the paint to the switches into the guards and who has to clear up and clean up others' mess. And then the missing part is the defensive assignment. 2 parts of the game does not make the most impactful player. 2 parts of the game is simply 2 parts of the game. Basketball is simply what you produce. Basketball is also what you prevent. This is why Angel Reese builds her strongest case. Better offensive engine, Caitlin Clark. Better rebounder, Angel Reese. More versatile defender, Angel Reese. Better possession finisher and extender, Angel Reese. Greater off-ball physical impact, Angel Reese. Better all-around player in all cases, Angel Reese. This is not to be debated. This is actual facts. I'm not coming here to glaze, but I'm tired of you guys lying and saying falsehoods because this is a white woman and you want the white woman to finally win. That's all it is. It's nothing else. That's all it is. And it's nothing else. Go deep in your soul and know that this is the truth. Go deep in your hearts of hearts and know, well, I just don't want a ninja to win no more. And it's okay. That's all right with me because at least you being upfront. At least you being real, but now you're playing in all of our faces. The people that are looking at this game, the people that understand this game, the people that continue to call this game, the people quarter for quarter, I call these games. Keisha called these games. So Pretty Tony called these games. We take no time off when we call the games. We're here looking at the games, following the games, keeping you in tune, keeping you engaged, game for game, win, loss, or draw. We are keeping it real. So keep it kosher, baby, with me. Make sure I understand where you're coming from. Because if you're a liar, I can't get with you. I deal with you and I expose your lies because the truth always stands strong long as it's organized. Because I was told by a smart man and a great man, an organized lie can destroy an unorganized truth, but an organized truth can knock the brains out of falsehood. Did y'all hear me? A organized truth can knock the brains, the noodles, the oodles for noodles out of someone's head. The falsehood will absolutely not stand with true things. Let's start with defense, because this is the area where the difference is clearest. Angel Reese can affect the defense at several levels. She can guard a forward in the post. She can step out towards the perimeter. She can switch onto a certain guard and guard any guards from the one down. She can show a pick and roll and recover quickly. She can help at the rim. She can jump a passing lane. She can rotate the weak side, contest and rebound. That is versatility. Give a coach's options, and it also is a pick of the litter. If the opponent sets a screen involving Angel Reese assignment, Atlanta does not automatically have to panic. Depending on the matchup and who it is, Angel Reese can switch, hedge, show recovery, and drop down. A versatile defender keeps the structure of the defense intact. She keeps every single player, every single girl, every single time. She's yelling to make sure that everyone is in position of what the defense needs to do in their assignment. With Caitlin Clark in Indiana, has a different calculation. Clark carries a major offensive load, no doubt. So the Fever often want to protect her energy and keep her away from the opponent's most dangerous perimeter player, where Angel and A'ja Wilson takes on the most dangerous player. Caitlin Clark is hidden from the most dangerous player one-on-one because she gets blown by multiple times during the game. This is a reasonable coaching adjustment, but it still tells us something. If another teammate must consistently take the hardest defensive assignment that the teammate is absorbing work Caitlin Clark is not handling, opponents can try to involve Clark in screens. They can force her to navigate in traffic. They literally attack her in her movement. They can put a strong guard on the block. They can run action designs to make her defend repeatedly and be behind instant. All of this is true. They can reset and have a lowercase usage of a player on her. All of this is true. Does this mean Caitlin Clark never makes a good defensive play? Of course not. That is not what it means. She can read the game. It's just that her anticipation is not there. Her willingness to go out to steal the ball is not there. She gets some steals, one at least in a game or maybe an attempt. She does not have enough in her to contest a matchup that is maybe lowercase than her. She does not have the will and the intensity to cover any or multiple players like Angel Reese. But we need to be honest in our language. Caitlin Clark is a defensive vulnerability more often than she is a defensive stopper. It's just truth. Angel is somebody on an offense must account for. Caitlin is somebody an offense may try to target. This difference matters. Some fans will say, well, guards and forwards have different defensive responsibilities. Absolutely. That is fair. But the debate is about total impact. And the defense versatility is a part of total impact. Unless you're just ignorant and you want to be ignorant and you want to be this antagonizing a-hole that's in the goddamn realm of delusion, that total impact means total impact. Angel size and position. Reasons to disregard her defense. They are tools. She used it to affect games. Now let's discuss defense rating. The difference. Stats provides her have Angel around a low 100s and Caitlin around the upper 100s. That supports the eye test argument. Angel has delivered greater defensive value. But I want to be responsible. Individual defense ratings is not a perfect one player measurement or resume. It is influenced by teammates, opponents, and lineups and combinations. Do not take one metric and call the case closed. Instead, put all the evidence on the table. I told y'all, an organized truth can knock the brains out of falsehood. And falsehood oodles and noodles will be laying on the ground. Angel produces more steals. She produces more blocks. She creates switchable moves. She is more physical. She rebounds at an elite level. Her defensive rating is subsequently stronger. And her film shows a player capable of participating in more defensive coverages than Caitlin Clark ever did in trying to cherry pick a pattern. The audience, if you had defensive possessions and that defensive possession is to win a game, who are you putting in? Are you putting in Angel Reese or are you putting in Caitlin Clark? Just be honest. The top player with the ball. Are you going to pick Angel Reese or Caitlin Clark to defend this player? And they need that point to score. Are you going to honestly put Caitlin Clark on that player that's the number one player on that team? I just want to know in the chat. You give me some love. Hey, Mama June. Rebounding is defense, and Angel ends the possessions. Here's one of the biggest mistakes in basketball conversations. People put rebounding in a separate category for defense. Why they try to put rebounds in the separate category of defense? Well, I don't know. No. I'm going to tell you what it is. A defensive possession is not over because you force a missed shot. It is over when your team controls the basketball. If you defend for 20 seconds, force a tough shot, and then allow an offensive rebound, you have to defend it again. The first effort did not complete the job. Angel Reese completes the job. She averaged a league-leading 12 rebounds per game. This is not a 1 month hot streak. She led the league in rebounding during each of her first 2 seasons. And now she is the leader once again. That is sustained in dominance. That means you're the most dominant player at that level. And rebounding is positioning, anticipation, strength, timing, hands, balance, and desire. Angel Reese has a rare understanding of where the ball is likely to come off from the rim. She finds contact, establishes leverage, and pressures to pursue the rebound outside of the immediate area. This is a difference between collecting an inconsistent rebound that falls towards you and going into traffic to take away one of those things. Angel Reese does both. But her value comes from rebounding. She wins all of the crowd's attention. Every defensive rebound has multiple effects. First, it denies the opponent a second shot. Second, it prevents a putback or a kickout three. Third, it allows Atlanta to run transition that Angel Reese can do. Grab it off the rim and go straight down and then score, which we've seen her do multiple times. Caitlin Clark has some trouble and problem with that. Fourth, it rewards the guards for playing good and intentional defense. Fifth, it can change the opponent's behavior. If Angel controls the glass, the opposing team may send additional players to rebound. That weakens its transitional defense. So when Angel grabs 15 rebounds, do not treat. Repeat, when Angel grabs 15 rebounds, do not treat it like an empty number. Ask what those rebounds did to the flow of the game. How many possessions ended because she secured the ball? How many fast breaks began with her rebound? How many opponents were unable to leak out because they had to put a body on her? How many and how much energy did the opposing forwards spend wrestling with her all night long? Clark helps Indiana by grabbing long rebounds from the guard position that bounce hard off the rim, but 3.9 rebounds per game cannot be compared with Angel Reese's 12 rebounds. Angel rebounding is not a supporting detail. It is a foundational skill that changes possessions math. Azare Stevens, do you hear me? Azare, it is a foundational skill that changes possessions math. Pat Riley, in basketball, ultimately belongs to the team that makes the most possessions, and that comes from who rebounds the ball. Hey, y'all, I see y'all coming in. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. I see y'all. I see you, Sister Victory. I see you, Slice. I see you up in here. Xavier, I see everybody up in here. We just gonna tell the truth. Now let's flip the glass to the offensive end. People hear the word playmaker, and they imagine a guard throwing the beautiful pass. Caitlin Clark is an elite at that type of playmaking. She sees windows most players don't see, delivers the ball early, and turns ordinary moments into highlight films. But there's another form of playmaking, creating a possession that was supposed to be over. That is what Angel Reese does with her offense. When teammates miss and Angel retrieves the ball, she has created a new opportunity. Do y'all understand what that means? When teammates miss, Angel Reese retrieves the ball. Caitlin Clark don't do that. That's impact. That's creating another possession for your offense. Caitlin Clark, honestly, she don't do that. She only averages 3 to 4 rebounds a game. An average all year. She can score and put it back. She can draw a foul. She can kick the ball out from the threes. She can reset the offense. She can force the defense into another rotation, and then she shoots the three, just like you saw in the previous game. Early this season, Angel grabbed 11 offensive rebounds in one game against Toronto. One shy of the WNBA single game record. 11 extra opportunities from one player. Think about what that does to an opponent mentality. You play defense, force this miss, and Angel Reese take the ball off the damn rim. That's crazy work. That's what drives people nuts, because they can't get the ball like Dennis Rodman was driving them crazy. Angel Reese in this time, in this era, drives all players that is underneath that basket crazy, because they have to think, where is Angel? Where is Angel? They not thinking about where Caitlin Clark is. They thinking about where Angel at. Who gonna box down Angel? Is it gotta be 1, 2, 3 of us? Maybe, I don't know. We got to hang on our arms or shoulders. Caitlin Clark, she cool. We not worried about her. She ain't gonna even try hard. She gonna look around and put her hands up and look at the ref and be like, what happened? Angel Reese is gonna do what she needs to do to get the job done. This is where a team difference that Angel Reese makes, that wears on teams mentally over and over again. An elite offensive rebounder also creates value on shots she does not personally recover. Opponents must send extra bodies towards her. A second defender may have to crack back and help box her out. That can leave another Atlanta player free and slow the opponent's transitional attack. This is why the impact cannot be measured only through the touch of the basketball, or who touches the basketball last. Clark creates advantages with range, dribble penetration, and passing. Angel Reese creates advantages with force, movement, and pursuit. Both are real. And but Angel's method works even when plays was not called for her. Nobody needs to run a set for her. Nobody needs to put the ball in hands. She can turn the teammates' misses into Atlanta's next opportunity through the effort of just instinct. This is where I challenge all of you Caitlin Clark clanners, all of you people who miss her as just a rebounder, all of you that does not have the cognitions of understanding what is supreme and superior basketball and what its impact means. Because I see a lot of blonde-haired, blue-eyed women talking about Caitlin Clark has the best impact on a game than anybody that's in the building. They literally said that Caitlin Clark has the most impact in the WNBA. And I'll be damned, I thought A'ja Wilson was still playing basketball. Is this just a white thing? Is this just a white girl being pushed forward down our throat? Is it just white people just saying, the blonde hair, blue-eyed women that wants those ones to win, that look closer to them? Is it that they just hate that A'ja Wilson is the unanimous MVP over and over again, especially now that she's just hit her prime? She just turned 30 years old. So they dread of looking at 7 more years of this greatness that Angel Wilson has in her. Is this why white people push Caitlin Clark up and put Angel Reese down? Is this why black men push Caitlin Clark up and knock Angel Reese down? Because the impact of a game is absolutely clear. Then why are you lying outright that we can see the lies? Why are you doing this? It's because you want to change history. You want it to be said in the annals of time that you were one of the ones that was saying that this was what it was. And maybe that truth will catch on fire and actually be what it is. But no, they're going to always know. White people, they're going to always know. I'm talking to you. That Angel Wilson exists. They're going to always know that Angel Wilson in this era is the best basketball player of all time. They're going to always know in history that Angel Wilson impacts more than just one side of the basket. That Angel Wilson is the greatest player of all time. And right behind her is a duplicate, a replica, a 6'4" creator, baby goat who can handle the ball on possessions, do a shicky shake move, pass the ball, create, rebound higher and better than Asia. Because she is the WNBA leader in rebounding versus bigs. This is just the truth of the matter. First, she's not just a rebounder. And calling her just a rebounder is disrespectful to the skill that controls possessions. Second, Angel Reese is merely standing beneath the rim. She is reading flight, moving opponents, chasing outside her zone, and making decisions after recovery. Third, if the rebound was easy, everybody will be averaging 12 rebounds a game. They do not. Angel Reese does, and she is an elite and will be the greatest of all time if this continues throughout her career. I want to introduce this to y'all called a no-shot test. Imagine, take the head off of a player. Take the names away from the player. Imagine a player is having a bad shooting night. The jumper is just not falling. The finishing is off. Maybe she is 3 for 13. Can she still help determine the outcome of a game? Well, recently, Angel gave us an answer to that question against Connecticut. She scored 8 points on 13 for 3. Shooting. If you look only at the score efficiency, you might call it a poor performance. But then you see 15 rebounds. Then you see 3 steals. Then you see 4 blocks. That is 7 stocks. Steals plus blocks. And 15 rebounds. Atlanta won 104-69. My God. Angel did not need 25 points to dominate an important area of the game. She protected the paint, disrupted possessions, and controlled the glass. This is the mark of an all-around player. Caitlin Clark also affects games when her shot is off. Does not affect games the way that Angel does when her shot is off, but she remains an elite passer to give gravity towards who she's going to create and pass to. That's just the fact. I will not clearly hide that away from you. But when Clark is struggling offensively, her defense is limited and has limitations, can become more of a noticeable cone because the offense is her primarily source of value. If she turns over the ball, which is at least 5 times in a game, because that's what she averages, 5 turnovers a game, her whole entire career. If she just turns over the game, the shot is not falling, she cannot compensate with 15 rebounds. She cannot compensate with 4 blocks. She cannot compensate with 2 or more steals. She cannot compensate of sticking the best player and locking down the best player on the other team. She cannot compensate for none of that. So keep it real and stop lying. Well, Angel can stick someone that's a 1, 2, 3, 4, or a 5. Caitlin Clark can't even stick the 1. It's just facts. That is not an insult. It's a difference of a player's profile. Angel Reese has more physical pathways to impact the game. Who can defend? Angel Reese, lockdown defense. Who can rebound the best? Angel Reese. Who can switch on defensive picks and rolls and be cognate and ready for a block shot on a switch? Angel Reese. Who can steal the ball the most? The numbers don't lie. Ain't that what y'all say? Angel Reese. Who has more blocks and stops and be a rim protector and stop people from coming and driving in? Angel Reese. She can run the floor. Both can do. She can draw fouls. Caitlin Clark has a problem in getting in front of players to draw a foul, an offensive foul at that. She can create second chances for as the offense. Caitlin Clark cannot because she's shooting the ball from the 3-point line. Angel Reese wins that. She can score on the inside. Well, we know Angel Reese wins that. She can make the extra pass. Angel Reese makes that. So, here's my conclusion, Andy. I just ran down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 different things that Caitlin Clark does not do, that Angel Reese does in the total game. But one thing Caitlin Clark can do out of the 12 things that needs to be done on the court, she can shoot the ball and she can pass the ball. But the other 10 things, Andy, she cannot do it. What is the 10 again? Let me run it down for you. For my people that's in the back. This is for my people that's in the back. Pay attention. For my people in the back, I said the 12 things that you can do on the court. Shoot the ball. Pass the ball. Caitlin Clark. Defend the ball. Angel Reese. Better defender. Rebound. Angel Reese. Better rebounder. Switch on players. Multiple. Angel Reese. Steals. Numbers don't lie. Angel Reese. Block shots. Who? Angel Reese. Run the floor. Both Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese have cognate tools. So that's a draw they have. Draw more fouls. Underneath the basket, Angel Reese. Can create second chance possessions for your team, Angel Reese. That can score unanimously on the inside on bigger opponents, Angel Reese. Can make the extra pass after rebounding or taking a possession and making an offense rotate around and evolve on that new possession, Angel Reese. So out of the 12, Caitlin Clark only has 2 out of the 12. When evaluating the all-around game and the all-around player, I want to know how many solutions she gives to a coach. Angel gives a coach solutions in more categories. Everybody watching, give me one player from the WNBA history who could dominate the game without being the leading scorer. Put the name in the chat. That is a traditional player, a traditional talent. Angel Reese is entering someone in some realm that only a tradition of players who understand winning work better with totals of how you impact the game. Well, I got more, and I'm going to talk about a big deal of how a opponent always hunts Caitlin Clark out, always seek to destroy Indiana Fever through Caitlin Clark. More after these messages.
Bread House Butters and Essentials keeps my skin looking good and smelling good. Their pineapple and mango scented shea butter are my favorite.
Got a package for you.
Oh my gosh, thank you! I've been waiting for this.
You are very welcome.
Hey there.
Hey, baby, did you buy that shea butter that smell good?
You know I brought some Bread House Butters.
and she wins what they hating at. Anyway, listen, if you just joining us, welcome to Steady Servn Sports ENT. I am the Gingerbread Man, and we're discussing why Angel Reese has a stronger case as being a better all-around player, the more impactful two-way player, even while recognizing Caitlin Clark has a superior offense in creation. If you appreciate the balanced basketball talk, that doesn't, make my opinion be right. It's just that I'm not hiding facts. Still, do me a favor. If you just got in here, hit the like button, subscribe, turn on your notifications. Let somebody else know. Share this conversation. Listen, if you disagree with me, it's all right. It's welcome for you to disagree with me, but don't disrespect me, because we can't have a conversation with me disrespecting you and you disrespecting me. We're going to have a solid debate, and we're going to have a real good conversation, because we could debate about Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark without tearing each other down, without tearing each one of those players down, because both are helping the game grow. Both are special. Both deserve basketball analogies instead of personal attacks. So if those who take me attacking Caitlin Clark, that is not what I'm doing. I'm just laying it all on the table of who is the better all-around player. And I'm getting it in truth. of what an all-around player means and what a good offensive player means, because those people mix up what an all-around player is. An all-around player is not a person who could just catch and shoot. An all-around player is not just a player who can catch, pass, and shoot. See, I don't have to hate on something that's factual. You look at me hating when I go down the facts of what I just did, Brother Albert, and gave you 12 parts of the game. I ran down 12 parts of the game, and only Caitlin Clark, she only impacted 2, and she was a tie in one of the 12 parts. But the other 10, Angel Reese dominate entirely. You know that they look for Caitlin Clark on offense for her to play defense. You know that the teams, all of the big teams, look to see where Caitlin Clark is on the floor so they can take it to the hoop. You know this. Why are you lying? Why do you say the things that you say, and why you can't just accept that she's just not a good defensive player? All right. Why can't you just accept that she's not a great rebounder? All right. Why can't you just accept that she can't stick the best player on the team? All right. Why can't you just accept that she cannot do good on the pick and rolls? All right. Why can't you just accept that she can't be a rim protector? All right. Why can't you just accept that she's not the greatest defensive rebounder? All right. Why can't you just accept that she's not the greatest offensive rebounder? All right. Come on. Stop it. That is not hating. That's pointing out the flaw in a player that you all like to do. You all like to talk about bricks and not being able to lay the ball up, but she do all of the other stuff. But we just keeping it a buck with each other. And Albert, Andy been here for a while. I am a man of standard. I keep the main thing the main thing. I am not a Caitlin Clark hater, and I'm just not. You just don't like that I point out the fact of what she can't do. You see, it's a difference. So your mommy gonna let you be delusional and let you think that you can do anything. But a good father, he stops you when you're out of control, delusional. A good man and a good father stop his children from lying. A good man and a good father have his children stand on business and standards, not lie, not create delusional and elusive things that mommy will let you get away with. Because mommy call it a white lie. But daddy just call it a lie, and it's not factual. And you will get your ass beat for lying with daddy, the type of daddy that I am. The buck stops here. And I don't let my children get away with lying. That's not what I do. I'm a stand-up man. And you come up in this chat lying, we're not going to play those games. So I don't pick on Caitlin Clark. I just tell the facts about Caitlin Clark, and you don't like it. You can't take it. You don't like that I call her out on the bullshit that you guys put on her. She didn't ask for it. You guys gave it to her. You guys are saying she's the MVP when you know that Kelsey Mitchell is the best player on her team. It have been the best player all year long. You guys do that. She didn't ask for that. It's you guys that's playing games. It's you people who are doing that. Now let's get specific about Caitlin Clark on defense. Again, I'm not saying that Caitlin is a problem because she can't defend at all. Extreme statements are made with that argument. But Caitlin Clark, size as a point guard, she can't actively post anyone up unless they're smaller. So there's a problem and when she gets back down in situations where there is a more physical opponent. She can get into passing lanes. She does that good. She make good reads. But the playoff basketball is going to give her total accountability because they can identify the weakness of Caitlin Clark when they're playing and putting pressure on the defense. And she does not make you change positions. She do not make another player think about not attacking her. She just does not have that talent to make another player look at her as a challenge or a stopper. That is the truth. Teams, most of the teams in the WNBA look and hunt for Caitlin Clark in several different ways on the offensive side to attack them on defense. They want to find out who is Caitlin Clark sticking today. That's in the scouting report. That's an actual fact. I'm not making it up. It's just an actual fact. And I know it hurts your feelings, but your facts has to be over your feelings and why they're picking on. Because she can't get, and they gonna use her as the score of basketball, which is what the game allows you to and how you win. That's why they seeking her out, because she is not good. So now you can't have it both ways. You can't have it both ways. You can play both ways, but you can't have the truth in both ways. Number one, ball screens. Bring Caitlin Clark assignment into the screen action. Make her negative. Make her navigate contact. Force a switch and put Indiana in rotation. If she trails the play, the ball handler goes downhill. If Indiana sends help for somebody else is open because Caitlin cannot stick her play. Number two, repeated movement. Do not let her rest on any situation or situational as a shooter. Run her off the ball screens. Make her chase you. Cut behind when she watches the basketball. Force her into communicating for changes and switching directions. Not good. Number three, physical guards and wings. If a stronger player can take Caitlin towards the block, Indiana may need to help over and over again. They need to force help from other sides in the rotation. So that causes a team like the Valkyries to eat them up totally. And that's why one of the reasons that they cannot, when Gabby Williams see her on the court, Gabby Williams like barbecue chicken. So number four, transition pressure. Make her sprint back. Locate, which she doesn't. Because if she sprinted back, Chelsea Gray couldn't have hit that final three that the Aces beat her. No, she flopped to the floor. She laid on the floor, and she did not run back on defense. If she did fall, she should have got right up and ran, even if she was running as fast as she could behind Chelsea Gray and just went past, swinging your arm. That could have just distracted the shot just a little bit. But no, if she absorbs contact, she falls to the floor. If she is frustrated by the missed shot that she took on the other side of the court, she looking at the officials. And she looking at the officials to try to talk to them and establish what happened on the last call while the offense is attacking her and going, establishing themselves to the rim. Cry, baby, cry. Jason Whitlock even had to call her out on that. She is playing the victim when that type of thing, and you guys enabled her to do so. Number 5, force her to spend energy. Caitlin has an enormous offensive responsibility that they're putting on her because the crowd wants her to have the ball. Every hard defensive possession can take something away from the next offensive possession with Caitlin Clark. She does not have the motor to give opponents a rare attacking type of defending type of play. So in the other side or the next play, the offense on the other side of the team is easily the score because she don't put in the work to be able to be cognizant in her defensive play. This is why the roster structure becomes important. Indiana needs strong defenders around Caitlin Clark. They need players who can take the lead guard. Angel Reese don't need that. They need to switch every time it is a cross possession. Angel Reese don't need that. They need the rim protector and a cleanup rotation person. Angel Reese is that. They need to allow Caitlin Clark to try to look and hide on any parts of the offense. Angel Reese doesn't need that. What's up, Jonathan? Now, I'm not saying that erases the value of Caitlin Clark. I didn't say that. I'm just saying what's merely the truth. Great teams have always built around stars to cover the weaknesses. But if we compare an all-around player, you need to protect one player defensively. She's still under evaluation. What's up, Angela Dolphin? I'm over here teaching the Clarkies. Angel Reese does not require the same protection. In many matchups, she provides protection for somebody else. This is a reversal. Angel can be a helper. Angel can be a switch defender. Angel can rebound, who cleans up any possession. Angel can take possessions. Angel can physically pressure a team and make turnovers. Caitlin's teammates often needs to cover down for her when it's a hard defensive response assignment. Angel Reese often covers for her teammates' mistakes. And this is why Angel impacts and spreads across the lineup more than Caitlin Clark. The truth hurts, but it is real. I'm keeping the main thing. What's up, Jabari? The turnover conversation. Oh my God. They're about to put their fingers in their ears. The turnover conversation and the pressure value. Well, we all have to address the turnovers honestly. Caitlin Clark averages 5 turnovers per game. Angel Reese averaged 3 turnovers per game. Now, I will admittedly provide context. Caitlin Clark handles the ball far more than Angel Reese. More at a high volume of passing. She turns the ball over costly in a elite manner of turning the ball over in her executions. If you ask somebody who you will build the entire offense around, it would naturally be Angel Reese, because Angel Reese rebounds the ball when it comes off the rim, give you second possessions. She passes the ball very creatively. She's able to even put the ball back in. She can shoot the ball from the three. She can shoot the ball from mid-range, and she definitely can shoot the ball from down low. Gotten better and cleaned up that missing, layup situation. What's going on? I see y'all coming in the building. Hit the like button. I'm eating their ass up. They don't look it. But put context in this. The turnovers don't disappear. A live ball turnover can become an immediate transitional opportunity for an opponent. Indiana may not have its defensive set. The Fever may have poor floor balance. Caitlin Clark herself cannot be hidden from the onslaught of another one's offense. Her mistakes of turning the ball over creates advantages for others on an opposite team. It's a disadvantage for the Indiana Fever when they attack. In these possessions, Caitlin Clark just have to clean it up. There's no one that can clean that up but her. This is where Angel Reese possessions are valuable, and it works perfectly in the oppositional direction. Her offensive rebounds create chances. Her defensive rebound end the opponent's chances. Her steals take away possessions. And her blocks stops and erase shots attempts towards the basket. Caitlin Clark does not possess that in her bag. Caitlin Clark does not possess that type of action in her bag. Caitlin Clark creates a tremendous number of high quality shots throughout passing, but she also gives the ball away on a high rate in every possession. Angel is not creating nearly as much through passing, but she adds possessions through offensive rebounds, removes possessions through defensive rebounds, generate takeaways with her defensive activity. This is why the box score needs interpretation. 8 assists tell you that Caitlin Clark directly created at least 8 made baskets. That is powerful. But 6 offensive rebounds from Angel may create points across several later actions. And the box score will not credit her for the 6 assists. The teammates might receive the pass, reset the play, make another pass, and then score. Angel created the opportunity, and even the final statistic does not have her name beside it. That is the hidden playmaking thing that most coaches, when they watch film, know that Angel Reese exists. Caitlin Clark's greatest strength is her shooting. I give her flowers. When she's on, she on, but when she's off, she's horrible. Because Angel Reese's strongest argument is honestly the strongest one. Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark for shooting, that's oranges and apples. One can shoot with a further range, but when you look at the shooting average in percentage, Angel Reese is averaging better from the field. Whose fault is that? It's the Caitlin Clark clan that wants her to shoot from the logo. Caitlin Clark We can say she's a better passer because she has more assists. So passing the ball to people that are open to shoot and make points, that is a good character to have. But Angel does not have the ball as merely as Caitlin Clark has as being a point guard. Angel is a point forward, meaning that most of the time she's under the basket and not bringing the ball up the floor primarily. She scores 21 points per game. She shoots 44.3 from the floor and creates over 8 assists per night. Her range changes the defense. You must pick her up on the 94-50. Defenders are worried from 30 feet shots. She shaped the offense a lot. She cuts and drives. Her passes punish any type of coverage. When they blitz on fast breaks, and Caitlin Clark most times are able to do those pocket passes so that her teammates can be able to score quickly. That's what you want in an elite offense. But then when you have a defender that puts pressure on that type of player, that is not championship winning basketball. That is not a champion who can't defend, who can't rebound, who can't switch on players, and who can't physically survive pressure from another teammate or the oppositional team. Answering 5 of the biggest objections. Let's answer the objections before the comment section start going crazy again. 1 objection: Caitlin scores and assists more. She is automatically better. That's what the argument is about. Prove Caitlin Clark is better offensively. Can Caitlin Clark, after she recover her misses? That is a 0.1 chance of her recovering her misses from the shots that she shoot from the logo. So no, she's not able to recover any missed shot that she's done more than Angel Reese. That's a problem. 2, Angel Reese gets more value out of possessions, retrieves some of her own misses. Those rebounds still prevent defenses from gaining the possession, no matter how you look at it. We bounds, all bounds is important. Overall, Angel Reese overall dominance extends across defensive boards and offensive boards, creates, and she is also an outside threat. Angel is efficient. This is the strongest criticism. Angel efficiency. Angel is shooting at 42.2% overall. From the front court, her finishes are improving. She's being more patient. Her footwork looks good. She's being more dependable on jump shots. She acknowledges when her skill set does not show full prevalence. She also calls herself out when she has a bad shooting night. You can see the frustration on her face when she does not do it. Exclude rebounding, bro, Claude. That is not the primary job of a guard. That is what wings and bigs do. I beg to differ. I beg to differ. Best rebounding point guard in the WNBA in 2026. Wody Mac, you always come up with bullshit. Courtney Williams is the best rebounding point guard with 5.3 rebounds. She averaging. Courtney Williams. So she has almost 6 rebounds. She averaging 6 rebounds a game. So stop that shit. Stop it. Your responsibility also as a point guard to be able to rebound. We said the conversation, while you just stuck your head in here, the conversation is the better all-around player, which you already see. Who is a better all-around player? Wody Mack, is you hiding from the truth? You don't want the Clarkies to see who is the better all-around player? Or are you just sitting up in here lying? And I don't like liars. I'm just keeping it real. I don't like your personal vendettas. I'm just keeping it a buck. And I kept exactly what it is and what the stats say, what the coaches say, and what it lays out. Caitlin Clark cannot defend the ball. Caitlin Clark turns over the ball on offense. So she has problems of being inferior and completing passes on offense. Caitlin Clark's stats on 3-point shots. What is her percentage? She's shooting at a miserable 34%. She's supposed to be a master 3-point shooter. 34.4%. 34.4%. And she's supposed to be the best 3-point shooter. That's another lie that white people tell. Why do you lie for a player? I mean, what is in it for you? White supremacy, white superiority? What is in it for you? What makes you feel good to come into this chat to say white people are better than black people? Because it's not a white and black issue, but it's an issue with white people of trying to say that Caitlin Clark is better. She's not a better total all-around player. And I just laid it out factual for you guys without emotions. Her defensive rating is not as dominant as Angel Reese. Its lineup depends in which and why we should never use the term alone. But the rating, steals, blocks, rebounds, versatility, film all points in the similar direction collectively in evidence that Angel Reese is more of an all-around player than Caitlin Clark. They play different positions, so you could not really compare the two. But since all of the white people and the black men that are against the sisters, since you want to bring up the criteria of the conversation, players at different positions can be compared if we define this criteria, all around influence. We are comparing a total influence, not asking who would win a dribbling contest, not asking what guard or what person going to shoot the ball the best. Exactly. The assignment is right now, who is the most versatile player between Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark? And the versatility of playing, being able to play offense as well elite and defense as well elite on both sides of the court. It is Angel Reese. Nobody is trying to sit here and do what young man put doo-doo up inside of the chat, because that's what his mama taught him. So what you're putting in the chat is what your mother approved you to do. That's who you are. You a doodle man. But me, I talk facts. Your feelings hurt. You dislike me saying Caitlin Clark can't defend the ball. You dislike me saying Caitlin Clark can't stick her man. You dislike me saying Caitlin Clark cannot really block shots. You dislike me saying that Caitlin Clark cannot really rebound the ball on and cause other possessions. You dislike me saying the real defensive limitations in fairness, not in scrutiny, but in fairness of her lack of abilities. That she is just a one pony horse show. Offense is fine. That's who you like. But don't come over here on this side when it comes to a full capability of a basketball player. Because Courtney Williams can defend. Courtney Williams can rebound. Courtney Williams can switch on her man. So can Olivia Miles. She's proven that now in the WNBA of what everybody was saying. Olivia Miles lacked in defense. Oh, she's definitely proven that. Veronica Burton is a straight up example of who and why she takes it to Caitlin Clark each and every time. She's barbecue chicken to Ray Burrell. I'm just telling y'all, you can accept it or leave it alone. The championship questions are, now, let's get down to the good part. Here you go. We got to get to this deep question. What style impacts? Because the value of championships is built on these tendencies. In the playoffs, opponents know your actions. They study tendencies. They remove first options. They attack weak defenders. They force stars to make decisions under physical pressure. Caitlin Clark's offensive creation can win playoff series. We just have not seen it yet. She has not won a series in the last 3 years that she has been in the WNBA. Her second year, she actually only played 13 games. So this year, after being put out in her first rookie year, let's see how far Caitlin Clark goes in the playoffs, because they are not here yet. So we can't call that factual thing that Caitlin Clark can win any series up to this point. There's no doubt that Angel Reese has never been in the playoffs. So we can't give that to Angel Reese either. There's no doubt. See how fair I can be? You guys are unfair. But we can't manufacture a playoff run, Wody Mac. We can't manufacture make-believe activities, Wody Mac. As I told you where your New York team was going to be, you beg to differ. Now, I want my apology so everybody can see you apologize to your big brother about what I said about New York and where they was going to be. In what place New York is in right now, Wody Mac, because you don't know ball like I know ball. And I don't try to shit on you, little brother, but I try to show you, teach you, so you can be able to understand. Every year that you guys been watching me, I've been right on point with this shit. I've been on point with my calls when they said that Olivia Miles was not a point guard. When they said that Olivia Miles, they wouldn't even take Olivia Miles. Where did you say New York gonna be? They still 11 games to go. I said that they was gonna be in the middle. They wasn't gonna be the top 14. You know that. Stop that, man. You was arguing me and saying that they was gonna be number one. That was that was during the preseason. And you was talking about how tall they are. They're bigger and stronger and better. Do you remember that conversation? What, you got Alzheimer's? I'm older than you, brother. Just say you don't want to just say, man, you was right. Just say that, bro. I'm cool. I'm cool on that then. If you can't confess, I'm cool on that. I'm good. A man's character is everything. A man's character. Just saying a man was right, he right. It's all right. I ain't trying to throw it in your face, but I just tell you I know ball. Okay, my man. I know ball. I'm just saying, listen, I'm just here, y'all. I'm a man that know basketball. I got professionals in my family. I live this thing, man. My first cousin is out the AG. Hoop Dreams. What are y'all talking about? The movie Hoop Dreams. Go watch the movie Hoop Dreams. That's my little cousin. Go watch the movie Hoop Dreams. That's my little cousin. Stop it. Stop that, man. I honestly asked y'all something, man. I honestly tried to give y'all real good basketball. I honestly come up here with no malice in my heart. I honestly want to break down things to you guys, but y'all feelings is so bad. Your feelings is so much in your damn butthole. You can't even listen. You can't even listen because you don't want to hear the negative versus the positive. You just want to hear how your player shoot the ball and pass the ball. But there's other aspects of the game. There are other aspects of the game to shoot the ball and pass the ball. Where do we go from here? This is the exact answer to your question. Where do we go from here? How can you get better? Well, Caitlin Clark can get better by being able to be a better defender and work on her game on the off season. And not letting people get in front of her, because I know that that's going to cause them to lose. Indiana is going to get plucked in the playoffs. Playoff basketball is destroying the backcourt. It's your backcourt play. But the playoff team also need defenders who survive switches, rebound through contact, and create valuable possessions, and know how to get ugly. That is Angel Reese basketball. The pace slows. The contest rebounds become enormous when both teams are tired, and the offensive boards can break somebody's spirit. When a guard turns the corner, a rotational forward who can't stop the possession, Angel Reese. When a jumper is shot and it disappears in the air and be corralled by who? Angel Reese. When it's physical contact during the time of the ball leaving the hands, who is down there? Angel Reese, not Caitlin Clark. Defense win games. Rebounds win championships. Pat Riley. Don't none of you people that's Caitlin Clark fans try to change the game, because Pat Riley is definitely the ultimate winner. And he told you how to win games. But you don't want that to apply to your great white hope. You don't want that to apply to the person who ESPN outright puts in front of you. who Nike outright put in front of you when Twitter X hire bots to put that in front of you. Angel Reese owns skills that remain useful in every arena every time the ball is shot. Every time the ball is shot, offensively or defensively, you worry about Angel Reese. Every time that the ball goes in the air and you playing the Atlanta Dream, you worry about Angel Reese getting a goddamn rebound. They don't worry about CC shooting the ball because she only shoot 34%. She was an abysmal 21% at game 15. In 15 games, she was at 21%. They not afraid of what Caitlin Clark can do. It averages out. The next stage of her development is obvious. If she improves her first efficiency, footwork, mid-range touch, and the entire conversation changes what we're talking about. Defenders currently have some freedom to sag away from her on the outside paint. They know that she's physically can't handle any type of ball pressure. She goes to the floor immediately when she has any type of contact. We've seen this in multiple games, and we know that now Caitlin Clark has developed herself into being called a flopper. What you guys charge SGA as, Caitlin Clark has unanimously came close to what he is as an NBA male player. She must improve on screen navigations, a stronger point of attack and resistance. A consistent off-the-ball attention is better than turning the ball over. Both of those things needs to be improved about Caitlin Clark today. So if you asking me, which player checks all of the boxes, the 12 boxes, it's Angel Reese. Not because she's more popular, not because I need to diminish Caitlin Clark, because Angel Reese rebounds at a historic level. Angel Reese defends more than one position. Angel Reese generates more defensive events. Angel Reese creates extra possessions. Angel Reese influenced the game without controlling the ball. That is championship impact. My final verdict. Let's bring it all home, y'all. We finna go home. Caitlin Clark can control the offense. Her scoring and playmaking are elite. She bends defenses, creates opportunities, and commands extraordinary attention. Angel Reese can alter a game without taking a shot. She can take away the opponent's possession with a steal. She can erase a shot with a block. She can finish the defense stand she can finish a defensive stance with a rebound. She can recover a teammate's miss and create another possession. She can switch onto another position fluently. She can bring physicality when the game gets real tight. She can make winning plays that never become highlights. This is why Angel Reese is better all-around player. Does she need to become more efficient scorer? Absolutely. Does Caitlin Clark have better offensive game in certain pathways of how you look at it because she has the ball more? Absolutely. But the offense is one side of the basketball. Inattention is not the same impact. Evaluation of the entire floor. This is what we're doing right here. Angel Reese gives you more ways to influence winning. She affects the paint, the perimeter, the glass, the transition, the second chance, and the defensive matchups. Caitlin Clark does not. Stop it. You're just upset that your player don't have those skills. It's okay. But just be real with your goddamn self and the people. You hate to say the truth. That means that you're an outright liar. And I have no respect for you if you're lying to me in your face, in my face, and playing with me in my face of saying that this player is an all-around player. She is not. She changes possessions in math. She helps cover mistakes. She's a motor, can return and remain valuable the whole entire game, even when the offense is ugly at night. My final verdict, Caitlin Clark possesses the ball more and can be explosive at times on offense. But Angel Reese is more complete two-way force. And when we are discussing a better all-around player, Angel Reese has the stronger case. Now it's your turn. You let me know. What I see is not the truth. What I said is not the truth. You prove to everyone that's in the chat, and you prove to me in the comments. You prove on your response on your Twitter page. But what I can prove in my defining words, because people mix it up for the difference in this conversation. The first conversation, as I said before, is who is a better scorer. That's what Wody Mack and Andy and all of the different people that comes in that loves Caitlin Clark. You want to throw that up. Okay, that's fine. Obviously, she scores 21 points, 21.7 points. The second thing is, who is the better offensive player? So a person that scores more points and also gives more assists is better than the one who gets second chance possessions that can also assist and also shoot on different levels of the floor. Who attracts bigger celebrity and businesses and all of that stuff? We ain't talked about that. Who cares about that? We talking about an all-around player. We talking about someone who does better on the floor. A better offensive engine. I'll give y'all that if you just want it, but I disagree on that. But I'll give it to Caitlin Clark. A better rebounder, Angel Reese. A more versatile defender, Angel Reese. A better possession finisher and extender, Angel Reese. Greater off the ball physically that is more impactful, Angel Reese. Better all-around two-way player, Angel Reese. These are Hall of Fame qualities, guys. Every defensive rebound, you have to find out what Angel Reese is. Caitlin Clark is. You know what Angel Reese is. Every offensive rebound, you have to look and see what Caitlin Clark is. But you know what Angel Reese is. Denying opponents a second shot. or being a rim protector on the first shot. Prevents putbacks. Prevents transitional plays. Angel Reese is that player. When I say what I said it all the time. Angel Reese can defend. She can rebound. She can switch. She can steal a ball. She can block the ball at an elite performance, not just once or twice. She can run the floor. She can draw fouls. She can create second chances. And she can score on the inside. And also, she could give the extra pass. Let me run it down again. Defense, Angel Reese. Rebounds, Angel Reese. Switch men and still able to defend, Angel Reese. Steal a ball more, Angel Reese. Block the ball, shot blocking, Angel Reese. Run the floor, off of rebounds, Angel Reese. She can draw fouls underneath the basket without getting trampled on, Angel Reese. Create second chance shots, Angel Reese. Score on the inside continuously, Angel Reese. So when you have, who the hell talk about some damn dribbling, Caitlin Clark? Are you serious? Caitlin Clark can't even really dribble the damn ball, but who's comparing dribbling? And she don't have no she don't even have what Kelsey Mitchell got. Stop, man. Wody Mac, you talking about some damn dribbling don't affect the goddamn game? Dribbling the basketball don't affect the game. Stop that shit. But if you want to put dribbling to the 13, make it 13 instead of 12, God damn it. Okay, Caitlin Clark can dribble better, she can pass better, and she can shoot the ball from 3 points. But she can't defend, she can't rebound better, she can't switch on men better, she can't steal the ball better, she can't block shots better, she can't control the floor better, she can't draw fouls better, she can't get second chance points better, she can't defensive rebound better, she can't do power moves on the inside better, she can't even create the second pass from the rim. Stop it. What is the Kool-Aid that you want to, is they paying you, Bodie Mac, or something? Caitlin Clark can't help. Caitlin Clark needs up on defense every time she on the goddamn floor. Stop it. Knock it off. Cut it out. It's ridiculous. The argument is shenanigans. So my argument concludes, chat. And I told y'all that I was going to come up here and look. I was going to come up here to cook and look. I cooked. I gave you food that sometimes I don't think you wanted to retain. But Andy, my brother Andy, my boy, he said, wait till Sunday. Hey, Andy, I can't wait till Sunday because the game is won't be avoided unless Caitlin Clark back gives out because she's day to day. So Angel gonna be ready, and she been ready every game. And this is what I'm talking about. People that come in that don't know what all-around player is, or Or like my brother Wardy Mack, play games as if they don't know what all around player means. All around player means an all around player. That's just simple as that. Who can play both sides of the court and who is elite on both sides of the court. I close my case, chat. Angel Reese is the dog, the better all-around player, the better defensive impactive player, rebounder, and also offensive possession, and goes get the ball more. So Sunday, Bob Jones said, hey, my brother Bob Jones, I forgot you was in the chat. I'm just saying, I'll just keep it a buck. A lot of people, you know, they be like, bro, Claude, they be in my comments, y'all. I'm talking to my Caitlin Clark fans too now. They be in my comments, bro, Claude, you be giving too much love to them Caitlin Clark people. My job is to give love to anybody who love me. That's my job. That's my job. But my job also is to keep it real, no matter if you're an Angel Reese fan or a Caitlin Clark fan. No matter. Caitlin Clark is shooting 44% from the field. Angel Reese is shooting 42% from the field. What's the big difference? Come on. Make it make sense. My man Bob Jones, I am Team Reese, but I just like to keep it real because I don't want to be sitting here up here bashing Caitlin Clark. That's not what it doesn't do me any good service. Can nobody really, no one, listen, all of these so-called journalists and all of these TV stations, we can't take them serious because they're liars. And they have agendas and motivations and ill motivations. I'm up here not ill motivated. I'm up in here skill motivated. Bars. So, to all my friends that's in the chat, turn on your notifications every time I drop a hot banger. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Give to the channel. Be a part of the channel. Listen, show me some love on the channel. We almost at 5,000, Andy. I appreciate you, my boy. We almost at 5,000, Bob Jones. I appreciate you, my boy. Wody Mack, I appreciate you, my brother, because you started this channel with me. Yes, you did. Juice, all of you guys. Brian Lewis, my brother from another mother. She wins. My baby. That's right. ADP Creations. Art Creations. I love you. My sister, my baby sister. Help build this channel. Brother Jonathan was there from the beginning. MSL. Hey, Just Slice. All of my people. All of you guys. My nephew Jabari. Real Money. All of you guys was here. Brian Allen Has, Aunt Dix, Brian Lewis, Shirley Kimbrough, my sister, you dig what I'm saying? Sister Donna Cox, all of my people. Victory Taylor, all of my family. I appreciate y'all in supporting. I'm up here, my sister Angela Dawkins. Hey, been here from the beginning. I'm still here, sister, because you was here in the beginning with me. All of you that's new in here, I appreciate you coming. This is going to be always a show that you can come to. And I appreciate you coming and subscribing, share the channel, be a part of the channel, because all I did was just show the reality, the truth from the false. And I love y'all. So in the comments, be nice. Be nice in the comments. Y'all don't have to call me all types of crazy names. Don't do that. Because, hey, it's going to be a better world when it's a peaceful world. And in a peaceful world, everything is all good. So I thank you for what you do. I thank you for what you will do. And I thank you for what you have done. And as always, I leave as I came with another banger. Hey, I'm out of this piece, y'all. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all so much.